Hey everyone, Combo here, back with another Empires and Puzzles video, and today we are in our Barrage War. I'm going to feature my 6 war hits with commentary. If you do enjoy this video or find it helpful, hit that like button, make sure you subscribe to my channel, and turn that notification bell on so you can be alerted of when I drop new content. And I've mentioned before, I am a member of the Praetorian Guardians. We are a top 25-ish alliance, and also part of the Guardians family of alliances where we are always recruiting. We have 12 total alliances with all different skill levels. We have alliances for brand new members. We have alliances for mid-level members, and we have some high competitive level alliances, including us. So if you are looking for a new alliance, hit me up on the Line app. My contact details are in the description of this video, and I am sure that I can find a home for you. We are also going to be looking for a member or two once we fill this war chest with a couple members moving to a different alliance. So we're going to have space in my alliance if you are interested in joining a top level alliance. Without further ado, let's get into my 6 war flags. With my first flag, we're going to go up against this Fergus tank team. They've also got Melody Muse, Dagger, Grover, and Senius. I'm bringing 5 Woodland Fawns and Astral Dwarves, who all have a 100% chance to resist both the instant mana reduction and negative mana ailment from Fergus, so this team usually works out very well for me against a Fergus tank. And I've mentioned before, with using this team, I like to tile dump against Fergus as much as possible, because he actually gives me mana when he goes off. So we are going to try to just use tiles up the middle. That way we don't force anybody else's specials. Even if it's tiles that I don't need for heroes of color that I have, honestly, it really doesn't matter. Eventually the tiles will come that I need, hopefully. Although, let's match these 4 greens on the top left now, so I can match some greens next turn. And this should force Fergus to go off with these green tiles, I think, right now. Nice cascade with the purples. Let's use Bramble right now. I'm going to hold on to Peregrine, because I like to string the specials together if I can. And we do have Tamlin right now, and I'm going to match 4 purple, so I am going to use him right now. And I might use Peregrine as well. Let's attack the 3 on the right. And then let's match these 4 purples, which should give me Vard, maybe? Yes, perfect. Now let's use Vard. Senius is dead. Now, let's match these 3 purples, which is going to set off that cascade of blues underneath. This should give me Tamlin, I think. Yes, perfect. And we've Got Ixen as well. Let's use Ixen first to get that 50% extra damage, and then Tamlin is probably going to end this battle, I think. Maybe not. How much health does Grover have left? 163. Alright, let's go see these green tiles and get Peregrine special. And this should do it. Awesome. We are 1 for 1 to start off this war. With my second flag, we're going to go up against this Bernadette tank team. They've also got Carda, Hogni, Dulafriller, and Domi Ventus. I've got 3 different colors of counters for Bernadette and 4 total counters for her. I've got Oni Wakamaru with the Undispellable Taunt, Lord Loki to copy her special, Medea to cast the Shifting Miles attack on her, and then Guardian Gazelle for the dancing effect that he gives to everybody but herself, which prevents any status ailments or even buffs from getting cast on them. So let's see how this second flag here goes. This team usually works out pretty well for me. Oni Wakamaru being the setup, so to speak, for the battle. And then once Lord Loki gets enough tiles, then it's definitely much easier for me to control the battle. Although we have like no blue tiles on the board right now. That's cool. All right. So 5 tiles for Oni Wakamaru. 9 for Guardian Gazelle and Lord Loki, or 7 for Medea. I do have quite a few yellow tiles on the board here. So let's start off with the 3 yellows on the right up against Dueler Filler. Alright. Now, I'm going to match these 3 yellows on the left up against Carta. That will set off a little cascade of greens. And some more yellows. No more cascading, please. Thank you. Now we've got Guardian Gazelle. Her dancing effect lasts for how many turns? 4 turns. Okay. I'm going to wait 1 turn or 2, I think, to use that. Although, I think I'm going to be setting off quite a bit of a cascade, probably. You know what? I'm going to use her right now, just in case. And then let's match these blues and purples on the right. We did get some more yellows as well. Now, I've got a purple diamond, actually, I can match. So let's use that, and then that's going to set off that cascade of blues underneath. I cannot use Oniwakamaru because of the fact that we've got the dancing, so he cannot get any buffs while dancing either. I can use Medea, though, with the Shifting Miles attack. Let's use that on Bernadette. If Dueler Filler had already gone off, I would not have been able to use that, since she makes it so none of the allies she has can gain any ailments for like 3 or 4 turns. Alright, now I am going to match these 3 yellows horizontally on the left. That's going to make it so that I can match some blues next turn, so that we can get Lord Loki special. Let's match these 4 blues and 4 yellows together. That's probably going to set off Hogni. And Carta, it looks like. Alright, let's heal with Guardian Gazelle. And then I'm going to copy Bernadette's special with Oniwakamaru. Or rather, with Lord Loki. Wow, rough boarding. Alright, everybody is turned into paintings now. Awesome, and let's hit this purple diamond. This will give me both of my purple specials. And we desperately need to heal for Guardian Gazelle. Let's use Diachant to heal. And then I'm going to match these 4 blues, which should kill Bernadette. Awesome. Guardian Gazelle is dead. I am now going to match these blues and reds together. That's going to set up a cascade of blues, or rather reds underneath. Let's match these 3 greens so I can match the blues next turn. Or we could get a cascade and match the blues. Even better. And some more stuff, some more blues. So I don't want to copy anybody special right now, because that is going to copy the painting special itself. So we're going to wait to use Loki. We've got a purple diamond we can match this coming turn. Awesome. Alright, everybody is out of their paintings, and let's copy Hogni or Domi Ventus. Let's copy Hogni. And I'm going to match this purple diamond, but before I do that, I'm going to use Oniwakamaru. Let's use Diachan to heal and get those minions. I'm going to use Medea on Hogni, since he's about to go off. And he's a paladin class, so that will definitely work on him. Now, I am going to hit this, or rather match this set of greens, setting off that cascade of reds. I'm going to ghost these 3 purple tiles up the middle. And we can ghost these blue tiles up the middle now. Or do I just want to hit that purple diamond to give me my purple specials? No. Let's... Actually, you know what? Yeah. I think I am going to do that. Alright, let's use Diachan to heal. I could try to hit Duelfruller with Medea. She's a cleric class, so it should work. And it did work. Perfect. Okay. Now let's match these 3 blues to ghost them up the middle. Now, gonna match these 3 yellows horizontally on the left, I think. Timer's running quick too, so we definitely need to get this battle moving. Gonna ghost these 4 reds here. And we are definitely getting low on health for a couple people. That's not good. It's going to set off Duelfruller and the arrows. I'm going to copy Hogni's special and then hit this red dragon. Everybody stay alive, please. Card is going off. Oh, man. Let's match this 3 yellows. It's going to set off a cascade of blues. Come on. I am going to lose this battle. I should have won this battle. Man. Alright, let's just do as much damage as we can right now. I should have brought a cleanser to deal with all the firestorm and ice damage that Hogni was giving me. Man. Alright, well, I definitely played that wrong, I feel like. I feel like I should have won that. I probably should have hit the 2 on the left with Medea when I used the Shifting Miles attack on Duelfruller, which should have killed Hogni. So, definitely a poor match by me, but it is what it is. Moving on to our next flag. With my 3rd flag, we're going to go up against another Bernadette tank team. They've also got Sable, Liqiu, Hrothgar, and Ruan Zhaoqi. I've got 3 different colors of counters for Bernadette with Kushanku, the mindless attack, Von Rothbart, the dancing effect, and then Ceres can silence her. I've also got Sludges for her dancing effect that she gives and the extra damage that enemies can get if any of my heroes are able to dodge special skills with the dancing. And then I've got Ignazio as another healer. Let's see how this 3rd flag here goes. In that last battle, the combination of the Frost Strike damage, or not Frost Strike damage, the ice damage that Hogni has with the passive, and then Duelfruller with the damage over time that she gives from the fire damage was definitely what did me in that last battle. Definitely should have brought a cleanser of some sorts to deal with that, but it is what it is. Let's see if we can come back this battle here. We are definitely going to be able to get our tiles for Kushanku. I only need 5 tiles for him to get activated. I'm going to start off with quite a bit of a cascade. These 3 yellows on the top right, which is going to set off some purples and blues underneath. Now, let's match these yellows on the left to give me Kushanku. I want to match them with the blues, I think, vertically. Yeah, let's do that. All right, and I am indeed going to use Kushanku right now. He only lasts for 2 turns, but I'm about to match 4 yellows, which is going to give me Sludge's special in case of that there is some sort of crazy cascade, and we are getting enough tiles to give Kushanku again. Perfect. So now, I'm going to use the dancing effect right now with Sludge's. And then I'm going to use the shifting mindless attack on, or rather, regular mindless attack on Lee Q, so that I don't have to deal with the taunt from him. And I actually want Bernadette to go off. Why didn't Kushanku get the dancing effect from Sludge's? Just some sort of... Oh, he's in the hiding form. Alright. So let's set off Bernadette, because he could turn into a painting. I'm going to match the 3 reds, or rather 3 greens vertically, setting off that cascade of reds up top. Now, I want to set off Lee Q before he doesn't go off, or rather before the Miles attack gets rid of him. Let's match the 4 blues up against him. I am going to use Ignazia right now and then match these 3 reds up against Bernadette. That's going to give me Ceres. And unfortunately, Sable still has the ailment immunity. So I can't use Ceres on her. Let's use it on the 2 on Ronzel Key, though. And he resisted it with his monk class. Everybody got the wither effect, though. Alright, now I am going to hit this purple dragon. That's going to give me Von Rothbart. And we're going to use Von Rothbart on Bernadette. This should not kill her, but it will silence her. Now, I want that to spread. Let's hit this yellow dragon. Alright, that's spread to her nearby allies. Now, don't have a ton of options here. I think I'm going to match the blues up against Hrothgar. Let's match the greens up against Ronzel Key. Match these yellows here. Nice cascade of reds, which is great because I need to heal and cleanse myself. Now, I need Bernadette to not go off. So let's use Kushanku on her. And then my options are really limited. Let's move this red dragon up. Alright, Bernadette is dead. Let's match these 3 greens. Lee Q is about to go off, which is going to do a lot of damage to me. Nice cascade. Alright. Now, let's match these 4 reds. Alright, we've got Ceres now.
Please do not kill Ceres. Oof. That was close. Alright, how many more turns does Li Q have the taunt for? 3 more turns, man. Actually, you know what? If I pummel him with tiles, then we can make it so that the silence from Ceres goes to other people. But he needs to have more than 50% mana. Alright, we're good now. I think. Although, it might not go... I'm not sure how it works, actually, with that. Let's see if we can get past this one more turn with the silence. I am going to match these 3 greens on the bottom. That should not set anybody off or give any cascades. Awesome. Ugh. Man. Alright. 1 for 3 so far. At least we left a manageable clean for somebody.
With my 4th flag, we're going to go up against the Ceres tank team. They've also got Astrid, Songjiang, Ranzhao Qi, and Li Q, so they've got 3 of those new War of Three Kingdom family members. I've got 4 blues, including Nautica, who will be able to resist the silence effect from Ceres no matter what because of the passive that Nautica has. I've got Grimsteel as another healer and to increase the attack and defense growth. I've got Thalassa, who is very important because Thalassa makes it so that none of my allies can get any ailments for 3 turns. And then I've got Richard and Sartana as some hard-hitting tunes. Let's see how this 4th flag here goes, see if we can get back on track.
Alright, so I do have 3, or rather 2 sets of 3 blues I can match. I'm going to start off with the 3 blues on the left against Astrid. And then, let's match the 3 blues on the right against Li Q. Yeah. Give me some more blues. Alright. Let's match the 3 purples on the right-ish middle. I think. Yeah. Let's see if we can get a... Actually, you know what? I'm going to match the 3 purples vertically. If we can get a blue somewhere in the middle there, then we're going to be able to get enough blues to get my blue specials. Let's match it with the purple on the top. And we did get a blue. Very nice. And this should be able to get matched without setting Ceres off, so long as there's not a red underneath. There was a red. Oh, no. Oh, no. Well, at least Nautica can't get silenced. So let's use Nautica, and it looks like Richard resisted it with his tune passive. The one color that I couldn't afford to get. Alright. And we're going to be able to get Sartana in a moment. I'm going to hold off on using Richard because I want to use Sartana on Astrid, the Reviver, and see what kind of damage that does. So let's match these purples vertically up against Ceres. Now let's use Sartana against Astrid. And then I'm going to have to use the main part of Richard to kill her off. And that wasn't enough, but the poison damage should do the trick in a moment. I am going to have to deal with the silence for how many more turns? 3 more turns. Man. Alright. I need to stay away from Astrid. I think I need to match tiles on the right, probably, because I need to stay away from Ceres also. So annoyed about that one red tile that game. Alright, Astrid's dead. Let's match the purples up against Ranzhao Qi. Hopefully Li Q doesn't kill anybody in a moment. Let's match these 3 purples on the right. And we did get some more purples, which is going to give me Sartana. Please do not kill anybody. Donika's dead, but that's okay. Let's use Grimsteel first. And then Thalassa as the overhealer, and she makes it so that I cannot gain any ailments. And then I want to use Sartana against Li Q. She also has a chance to dispel the taunt with her Superior Master Class talent, and she did. Awesome, cool. All right, now let's see what kind of damage we can do with these blue tiles up against Ceres. Awesome, he's dead. I had 4 blues plus the attack growth from Grimsteel, so that worked out great. Now we just gotta deal with these War of Three Kingdoms heroes. Let's probably match some tiles up the middle if we can. Yeah, let's move this 1 yellow tile over and match these. That's probably going to set off Ronza P, but that's okay. Now, let's match these reds, setting off that cascade of purples. Give me a blue. Perfect. I can go some blue tiles next turn, which will give me Richard, Thalassa, and I think just those. Maybe Grimsteel, actually, too. Awesome. That worked out great. Please do not set off Song Jiang. Thank you. Let's use Grimsteel first, and then Thalassa. And then I'm going to hit the 2 on the right with Richard. I'm going to hit the main part 2 Ronza P, because the minor part will kill Li Q, or should, from Richard, because he does extra damage to red. Awesome. He's dead. Yeah, 1726 with the minor damage from that. All right, cool. Now let's match these purples, which will give me Sartana special. I'm going to use Sartana on Sung Jiang because we can kill Ronza P with these blue tiles here. Now I'm going to match the purples on the top right, or middle right, rather, setting off that cascade of purples underneath, and then I think some blues underneath. Actually, that worked out great too. And we should be able to end this battle right now. Awesome. All right, back on track. 2 for 4 right now. With my 5th flag, we're going to bring up mostly a Garrison Guard team against this Dueler Fleur tank team. They've also got Ronza P, Bhima, Hrothgar, and Fafnir. Fergus will be able to reduce the mana of everybody on this team. Kolya does dispel 1 buff from everybody, so the buffs that Dueler Fleur gives everybody will be able to dispel 1 of those, and then we'll be able to resist the instant mana reduction from Hrothgar, but not the negative mana ailment. But I have 2 Mega Minions with Rosalind and Kolya, who have the Mega Minions that safely cleanse the latest cleansable status ailment at the end of each turn. Then I've got Leonidas as the strong sniper against purple, so hoping we can deal with Dueler Fleur, although we only got 2 yellow tiles. Cool. All right. So definitely going to have to do some tile dumping up against Dueler Fleur in the middle. I am going to start off with the 3 greens in the middle, I think, so I can match a purple diamond and do some tile dumping, maybe. Or is there another cascading option I have? I don't think so. Yeah, I am going to do that. Alright, now let's match that purple diamond, setting off that cascade of blues. And that's going to set off the purple diamond. Alright. Lots of blues, including a blue diamond. Awesome. I don't need that blue diamond to get Fergus to go off, though. So we are going to match the 3 blues on the bottom left, setting off that cascade of a red diamond. Now let's use Fergus. That was great timing with Bhima about to go off. Everybody's mana got reduced. Awesome. Now I think I'm going to just hit that blue diamond and Make it so that I can use Fergus again when I need to. Let's match some tiles other than up the middle. Let's match tiles up against the left Ronzo key. Now let's use Fergus again. Now I am going to match these 3 greens horizontally over here. Yeah, so I can match some yellows next turn. Now I'm going to hit this purple dragon, I think. We definitely need to get some yellows in here so I can get my yellow specials and heal. And that worked out great. Awesome. Didn't quite kill Dulafuller, but that's okay. She's almost dead. Let's heal with Rosalind. And then I'm going to use Leonidas against Dulafuller. I know she's got that ward which reduces damage, but with the extra damage to purple, did 1200 damage. Okay. Now let's match the 3 reds vertically. I'm not going to use Shimmer Scale right now, although I will get the full Mega Minion hits, which would be nice. Let's use Shimmer Scale on the 3 on the right, and then I'm going to match 3 reds vertically and move that 1 yellow tile over so I can match 3 yellows against Dulafuller, which should kill her this coming turn. Awesome. All right, now we've got her out of the way. I am going to match 3 greens vertically on the top so I can go some blue tiles next turn. And hopefully get Fergus off before the other 3, but I think the other 3 about to get their specials. Yeah, that was poor timing, unfortunately. Let's use Kolya right now to get his full Mega Minion, because I'm about to get a lot of damage to me. Now, and actually that reduced Hrothgar? Or did he not have a special? I'll take it either way. Let's match these blues. Hopefully there's no Cascade. Awesome. Don't kill anybody, please. I don't know why Fafnir's on the right wing. People are not benefiting from the extra damage that they could get. Alright, we were able to reduce the mana of Hrothgar. Very nice. Now, let's match these 3 yellows on the right. I desperately need to heal. Let's match the 3 purples. Or do I want to hit the red diamond? Now let's match the 3 purples. I don't want to send any crazy cascades, and we did get a cascade of yellows. That worked out great. Please, everybody stay alive. Actually, nobody is attacking this round, so we're good. Alright, let's heal with Rosalind. And use Shimmer Scale on the 2 on the right, which should kill Fafnir. And let's use Leonidas on Hrothgar. Fafnir actually revived. That's unfortunate. Now, let's match the 3 greens, or 4 greens rather, setting off that little cascade of yellows. Now we've got a green diamond that we can match, which will give me Kolya special. And Fafnir keeps on reviving. Alright. Fafnir is dead, and so is Ranzauki. And now we just got Hrothgar to deal with. I'm just going to let the Mega Minions do their magic. And he is dead. And we've won 2 in a row now. 3 for 5. 1 flag left.
With my last flag, we're going to go against this Hysteria tank team. They've also got Omen, Grover, Diachan, and Leonidas. All 5 of my heroes resist insanity, including 3-star Saskia. She's the only healer that I have left that resists insanity, so I am bringing her back. It's been a while since I've used her. We've also got Medea for the Shifting Miles attack, Domi Ventus, and Gestalt, and Isidore as some strong red hitters. I know red is weak against blue, but this team should work out very well because of the strong attackers that I've got. All right, I am going to start off with the 3 yellows vertically against Hysteria, because if I can get lucky and get a red in the middle, then I'm going to be able to match a red diamond, and we did, but there was a cascade that moved it. Man, all right. That was unfortunate. Can I move anything to make that red diamond happen? I don't think so. Nope. Let's match the 3 blues, though. That will make it so that I can match a red dragon the next turn, at least, to give me an extra red tile. So let's do that, I think. Just looking at other options with the greens and purples up top. But I don't think that's going to do anything for me, because it's going to leave that 1 red tile in the middle where it is because of the dragon that gets matched. But, alright. Anyway, now let's match those purples and greens now, I think. Yeah. Let's match the 3 purples with the dragon. That's going to set off a cascade of reds to the right of it. And maybe some more stuff. Alright, we've got Domi Ventus, Gestalt, and Medea. I'm going to use them on the right-hand side. Just kidding. Hysteria has Taunt, although Gestalt works great against Taunt because of the multiple cubes. So let's use him right now and see what happens. Alright, nice amount of damage. Now, I think I want to use Domi Ventus on her. And then I'm going to match the 3 reds here. I'm going to hold off on using Medea. I was hoping that was going to kill her. Didn't kill her, but these 3 reds should kill her. And I don't think anybody special should go off. Just kidding. She got healed and had that minion. Alright. She's going to get Taunt again. Let's use Isidore on her. That will definitely kill her, because of all the hits from him. Alright, she's dead now. I've got Medea that I can use the Shifting Mouse attack on Grovert. I don't want to deal with a Mega Fiend. And he dodged it. Awesome. Alright, well, let's match the 3 reds ghosted up the middle. That way I can get Gestalt and Domi Ventus. Nice cascading. It's going to give me Medea also. Awesome. Alright, of course the Mega Fiend went on Saskia, and that's going to kill her in like a turn or 2. Alright, let's use her first to heal. At least everybody else got healed up. Now, I am going to match the 3 blues, setting off that cascade of yellows. Saskia is dead from the Mega Fiend. Let's match the 3 purples on the left, and Gestalt was able to dodge Omen because of the effect that Saskia gave him. Perfect. Now let's use Medea on Grovert again, maybe? Or do I want to put it on Diachan?
Now let's put it on Grover. Thank you for not dodging that. And then Medea has the Moth Dust, so hitting this purple diamond is not going to give me her special, unfortunately. Let's match the 3 reds on the left, so I can match 3 reds again next turn. And we've got our 3 red specials. I'm going to use Domi Ventus first on the left, hoping this kills Grovert. And it did. Now let's use Gestalt and then Isidori. I think this is probably going to end the battle. Let's use the main part on Diachan. Not quite. Let's hit this purple diamond so I can get Medea special. Let's use that on Diachan. And then I've got a couple sets of purple tiles I can ghost, which will give me Medea again and likely end this battle. All right, we ended with a win. Ended up going 4 for 6 after losing those second and third matches, so definitely happy with how I ended up. As far as those 2 Bernadette tank teams, I dealt with her specifically very well, but I did not deal with the company, so to speak, that was with her, especially that one with the damage over time from Hogni and the other Untold Tales 2 hero. I forgot which one if it was Dulafleur or somebody else, but that definitely stacked up a lot against me, and I could not overcome it, unfortunately. Didn't have a cleanser. My bad. Should have brought either a Mega Minion that safely cleansed at the end of each turn or an actual cleanser. Combine that with the arrows, and I was done for. As far as how we are doing very well. We've got 6101 points with 15 flags left. They've got 4887 with 12. So we are going to win this by a lot. Let me know how your Arab Barrage War went, and that is going to do it for today's video. I hope you did enjoy it or found it helpful, and if you did, hit that like button. Make sure you're subbed to my channel, and I'll catch you guys next time.